I tell you about Hanagae Beach, I want to tell you about a journey. When I arrived in Korea, I thought I was coming to explore a country. Instead, I found stories. Stories written into mountain temples and fishing villages. Stories carried through centuries of history. Stories shared over meals, long walks, unexpected conversations and friendships I never saw coming. I stood beneath ancient pines in Gyeongju, walked the shores of Pohang, watched the sun disappear beyond the sea in Busan, explored fortresses built by determination and coastlines shaped by time. I wandered through palaces, beaches, cafes, markets, and places I had never heard of until curiosity led me there. Again and again, Korea rewarded that curiosity. The farther I wandered, the more there was to discover, not only about Korea, about people, about history, about the world around me. And before this journey came to an end, curiosity led me to one final island, a place of sea air, bird song, sunlight, and paths stretching out across the water. Throughout this journey, Korea gave me history. It gave me friendship. It gave me beauty. It gave me perspective. And on that island, it gave me one final gift: wonder. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Noe Rose. I was born on the island of Tahiti, and for as long as I can remember, I've been drawn toward the horizon, toward the road that disappears around the bend, toward places that invite us to look a little closer. Travel has taken me across the world, but what continues to fascinate me most isn't how different places look. It's what they reveal, about the people who call them home, about the histories that shaped them, and occasionally about ourselves. So, if you love meaningful travel, hidden places, culture, history, and discovering the world one step at a time, you're in the right place. In my last vlog, I spent my final days in Korea exploring Incheon and Seoul. I wandered through Bukchon Hanok Village, visited Gyeongbokgung Palace on National Foundation Day of all days, and reflected on a journey that was beginning to draw to a close. What that vlog never showed was day 3, a day spent on a small island off the coast of Incheon, a place I intentionally left unexplained. And today, I'm taking you there. I'm at Seongdo Central Park, which is also known as the Central Park of Seoul. But the driver was very puzzled why I was coming here by myself. This whole trip, actually, people are very puzzled by solo travelers. They don't understand it. So it's not good to flaunt it either. But I'm at Central Park, as you can tell. Right here, a little trip to New York City. And I'm going to take a stroll around and see what this is about. Also, it is significantly cooler here than in Busan. Hence, I left my coat. I left my coat at the last hotel I was at. I forgot it. And I only have this jacket. So that'll do. I'll just wear this every day. By the time I arrived in Incheon, my journey through Korea was beginning to slow. The previous day had taken me through Seoul, through palace grounds, narrow alleyways, and streets filled with people celebrating National Foundation Day. It felt like a fitting way to spend my final days in Korea. Yet, one of my favorite discoveries happened far from the city, on an island I had almost overlooked entirely. On my third day in Incheon, curiosity led me west, toward Muuido Island. Every good day seems to begin the same way. A cup of coffee, a pastry, maybe, a little anticipation, and no real certainty about what comes next. I stopped at a small café before heading toward Hanagae Beach. The only cafe there, actually. The island was quiet. The pace felt different here, as though the day had already decided there was nowhere to rush to. From the cafe, I began walking toward the beach. One of the things I love most about travel is how often the best moments happen between destinations. Not when you arrive, not when you leave, but somewhere in between. The path itself becomes part of the experience. I am at Hanagae Beach, Muuido Island, on the other side of Incheon International Airport, where no tourists. And I don't know why, because it's absolutely spectacular here. I just can't believe I'm in such a beautiful place and no tourist comes here. They're just locals. So there's a trail that goes around the cliffs and over the water. You'll see. When you come into South Korea, you should plan to stay at least a couple days in Incheon and come to this beautiful park, beautiful beach, Hanagae Beach. Look, you can camp here even. Estuary. Birds drifted overhead. The sea appeared through the trees. Sunlight filtered across the landscape. And with every step, the island seemed to reveal a little more of itself. There are places that announce their beauty immediately. Others unfold gradually. Hanagae felt like the second kind. One of the reasons I wanted to come here was simple curiosity. Korea has surprised me so many times during this journey. Places I had never heard of became some of my favorites. So when I learned about Hanagae Beach, I knew I wanted to see it for myself. Then came the walkways, and once again, Korea managed to surprise me. Throughout this journey, I've encountered these incredible paths that stretch over the water. They appear in places where land and sea meet. Invitations to walk a little farther, to see things from a different angle, to slow down. Standing there above the water, I found myself smiling so big my cheeks hurt. Even now, I can't quite get over how beautiful they are. The sea beneath, the horizon ahead, the sense of openness in every direction. Freedom is one of those words that people use often. Yet, standing there, with the water below and the sky above, I felt it. Not as an idea, as a feeling. Freedom. And then, the secret beach of Hanagae. Wide, quiet, and hurried. The kind of place that asks nothing from you. No schedule, No attraction, no performance, just space. Space to walk, space to observe, space to be present, space to rest and unwind. Space to let go. I spent the afternoon wandering the shoreline, watching the birds, listening to the waves, and taking in a landscape that felt beautifully untouched. There was a simplicity to it that I love, though. Nothing competing for attention. Nothing demanding to be photographed. Just the beach, the sea, the sky. From above, the island felt even more expansive. The shoreline stretched outward and the pathways traced delicate lines between land and sea. And for a few moments, everything felt wonderfully small, including me. Eventually, the sun began its slow descent and it was time to head back. The island looked different now. Golden. Not because it had changed, but because I had spent the day paying attention to it. And then the sunset. A mind-blowing sunset that I find no word to describe it. And as everybody seems to be flocking here for the sunset, I am thoroughly enjoying with a heart so full of gratitude for the time that I've spent here in South Korea and the people that I've met, the new friends I made, and grateful to be able to share this with you guys. There was one problem though. I couldn't get a K-ride back. And for a while, it looked like I might be stranded. So I started walking. Then, two women stopped and offered me a ride. Such a simple thing. Yet, travel has taught me that simple acts of kindness are often the moments that stay with us longest. Throughout this journey, kindness had appeared again and again. In conversations, in unexpected encounters, in people willing to help simply because they could. And here it was once more. They dropped me off near a tower where I was finally able to arrange a ride back to my hotel. And by the time I returned, night had settled over Incheon. The day was over, yet I found myself carrying the feeling of that island with me. When I think back on Hanagae Beach, I do not remember a list of things I saw. I remember sunlight on the water, birds moving along the shoreline, a mind-blowing path stretching out across the sea, the freedom of having nowhere else to be, the joy of discovering a place I knew almost nothing about, and the kindness of two strangers who appeared exactly when I needed help. Korea has given me many unforgettable memories. History, friendship, beauty. Yet what stays with me most is a feeling, a sense of wonder. The realization that the world remains full of extraordinary things, not hidden away in distant places, present all around us, waiting patiently for our attention. Hanagae Beach reminded me of that. And it was the perfect final discovery in a country that never stopped surprising me.